Did you know that intermittent fasting can boost your metabolism by up to 14%? That's like turning your body into a calorie-burning machine. It's a dietary approach where you alternate between periods of eating and fasting, giving your body a chance to burn stored fat. Sure, the holiday season can make it a bit tricky with all the enticing treats around. But don't worry, with the right strategies, you can navigate through it successfully. Stay tuned for 5 tips to make intermittent fasting a breeze during the holidays. Tip number 1 is to plan your eating window wisely. Let's dive into what that means. In the realm of intermittent fasting, your eating window is the designated time period during which you consume your daily meals. This could be an 8-hour window, a 6-hour window, or even a 4-hour window, depending on the fasting plan you're following. Now, as we know, the holiday season is filled with dinners, parties, and festive gatherings, often taking place later in the day. This is where the beauty of intermittent fasting comes into play. Unlike rigid diet plans, intermittent fasting is flexible, allowing you to adjust your eating window to accommodate these festive occasions. This flexibility is one of the reasons why intermittent fasting is such a popular method for maintaining a healthy lifestyle, even during the holiday season. So, how do you go about this? Well, you might consider shifting your eating window to later in the day. For instance, if you typically eat from noon to 8 in the evening, you could adjust this to 2 in the afternoon to 10 at night. This way, you can fully participate in the evening's festivities without feeling restricted or stepping outside your eating window. It's all about balance and making adjustments that align with both your social calendar and your health goals. It's important to remember that intermittent fasting isn't about deprivation, but rather about when you eat. So, embrace the flexibility it offers. If one day your eating window needs to be later due to a family dinner, adjust it. If the next day you're back to your regular schedule, revert to your usual eating window. This flexibility can help you maintain your fasting routine without feeling like you're missing out on the holiday fun. Remember, intermittent fasting is flexible. Adjust your eating window to fit your holiday schedule. This way, you can fully enjoy the festivities while still staying on track with your health goals. After all, the holiday season is about celebrating and spending time with loved ones, not stressing over meal times. Our second tip is simple but crucial. Stay hydrated. You've probably heard it before, but it really cannot be overstated. Water is quite literally the lifeblood of your body, and it plays a vital role in almost every bodily function. When you're intermittent fasting, it becomes even more crucial to maintain your hydration levels. Drinking plenty of water can help control your appetite. Often, our bodies mistake thirst for hunger, leading us to reach for a snack when we really just need a glass of water. Staying hydrated can help you avoid this common pitfall, making it easier to stick to your fasting schedule. But it's not just about curbing hunger. Hydration is also key to keeping your body functioning well during fasting periods. Water helps to transport nutrients throughout your body, regulate body temperature, and support various other essential bodily functions. When you're fasting, your body will be relying on its stored nutrients, and water will help to carry these nutrients where they're needed. Now you might be thinking, water is great, but it can get a little boring. And you're absolutely right. If you're someone who craves variety, consider mixing it up with some herbal tea or infused water. Herbal tea is a great option because it's naturally caffeine-free, so it won't disrupt your sleep or cause you to become dehydrated. Infused water, on the other hand, can be a fun and flavorful way to keep things interesting. Simply add some fresh fruits, herbs, or even spices to your water for a tasty twist. Remember, staying hydrated doesn't mean you have to be constantly sipping on water. Listen to your body. It's usually pretty good at letting you know when it needs more fluids. Just make sure you're giving it enough to work with. Staying well hydrated will make your fasting periods much more manageable. Not only will it help you control your hunger and keep your body functioning well, but it can also make your fasting experience more enjoyable. So, go ahead and fill up that water bottle. Your body will thank you. Tip number 3 is to prioritize protein and fiber in your meals. Now, this might sound like a no-brainer, but it's surprising how many of us overlook this simple yet effective strategy. Let's dive a little deeper, shall we? Protein and fiber are 2 key components when it comes to promoting fullness and controlling hunger. They are the superheroes of satiety, the champions of curbing cravings. And here's why. Protein helps to slow down digestion, which keeps you feeling fuller for longer. This means that you're less likely to experience those pesky hunger pangs during your fasting periods. On the other hand, fiber works its magic by adding bulk to your meals, leaving you with that satisfyingly full feeling. Plus, it's a rock star when it comes to supporting healthy digestion. And we all know how important that is, especially during the holiday season. Now, let's talk about the fun part: holiday foods. Yes, you can still enjoy the festivities while sticking to your intermittent fasting plan. It's all about making smart choices. For protein, think roasted turkey, grilled fish, or even a hearty lentil stew if you're leaning towards a plant-based diet. And let's not forget about those deliciously roasted nuts, a perfect protein-packed snack. When it comes to fiber, the holiday table is your oyster. From Brussels sprouts to sweet potatoes, there's no shortage of fiber-rich foods to enjoy. And for those with a sweet tooth, fruits like apples and pears can be a great dessert option that won't leave you feeling deprived. Remember, it's not about depriving yourself, but rather enhancing your meals with protein and fiber-rich foods that keep you satiated and nourished. This way, you're not only sticking to your intermittent fasting plan, but also enjoying the holiday season without any guilt. Choosing the right foods can make a big difference in your fasting experience. So prioritize protein and fiber, and let them be your trusty allies in your intermittent fasting journey. Our fourth tip is to practice mindful eating. So what exactly is mindful eating? It's not a diet or about denying yourself the foods you love. Instead, it's about experiencing food more intensely and savoring the moment. It's about paying full attention to the experience of eating and drinking, both inside and outside the body. Mindful eating can be a game changer during your intermittent fasting journey, especially during the holiday season. It's easy to get carried away with all the delicious treats and dishes laid out on the festive table. But mindful eating will help you enjoy your food while also keeping you from overindulging. So how can you practice mindful eating? It starts by engaging your senses. Take the time to admire the color, texture, and aroma of your food. As you take a bite, savor the taste and texture in your mouth. Chew slowly and deliberately, noticing how the flavors evolve. Next, listen to your body's signals. Often we eat not because we're hungry, but because we're bored, stressed, or simply because food is available. Mindful eating encourages us to eat only when we're genuinely hungry, and to stop when we're satisfied, not necessarily when we're full. Another tip is to avoid distractions while eating. It's tempting to eat in front of the TV or while scrolling through social media, but this often leads to mindless eating. By focusing solely on your food, you'll be more aware of how much you're eating and better able to recognize when you're satisfied. Mindful eating also involves appreciation. Appreciate the effort that went into making the meal, whether it's the time you spent cooking or the skills of the chef at your favorite restaurant. This sense of gratitude can enhance your enjoyment of the meal and make you more conscious of your eating habits. Lastly, remember to be patient with yourself. Mindful eating is a journey, not a destination. It might take some time to get used to, but once you master it, it can significantly improve your relationship with food. Remember, it's not just about when you eat, but also how you eat. Our final tip is to be easy on yourself. We all have moments of weakness, especially during the holiday season. The aroma of mom's apple pie, the sight of grandma's famous stuffing, the sound of popping champagne corks, all can make even the most disciplined among us falter. And that's okay. Intermittent fasting isn't a test of your willpower. It's a lifestyle choice. It's about making long-term changes for the betterment of your health. So, if you slip up, don't beat yourself up. Simply enjoy the moment, savor the taste, and cherish the memories. Then, when the sun rises on a new day, get back on track. Remember, it's not about perfection, but progression. It's about making healthier choices more often than not. So, this holiday season, give yourself the gift of grace. Intermittent fasting is a tool, not a rule. Enjoy your holidays, and remember, every day is a new opportunity to get back on track. So there you have it, 5 tips to help you navigate intermittent fasting during the holidays. We've covered planning your eating window wisely, staying hydrated, prioritizing protein and fiber, practicing mindful eating, and being easy on yourself. These strategies can guide you towards a healthier holiday season without sacrificing the joy of festive meals. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to subscribe for more health and wellness tips. Remember, your health is your wealth.